Hello, Igor. How are you? Welcome to our class. This is our conversational hour, and I'm happy
Hello,
that you.
hello, teacher. Thank you for the warm
Hello.
reception.
Okay, warm reception.
And
Excellent. Very
y-
good.
and your microphone is silent or not very loud. Let's
Okay,
say.
can you hear me now? Oh, I know. Can you hear me now?
Oh, now I hear you just fine. Thank you very much.
Okay, great. Okay, so hello, Julia. How are you?
Hi Priscilla, I'm doing fine, thank you.
Good. Did you get some rest yesterday?
No, I pretty much worked all day, but it was
Okay.
fine because I love my job.
Okay. That's right. There's no need to complain, is there?
Yeah.
That's it. That's exactly right. That's the right approach. Hi, Omar. How are you?
Hi Priscilla, I'm good. What about you?
I'm great. And guess what? David, hello. This is my last day before I go on vacation. I'm so excited. I need a break. So I'll be going on vacation. I've got a class at 10 and 11 and one more after this. And then it's
Can anybody hear the teacher?
No.
She lost her connection.
Yeah.
Hello, Hula, by the way.
Hey, hello, man. How are you?
I'm fine. That lesson about some strange phenomena was really funny. If you remember it, of course.
Yes, yes, I do. That was interesting.
Yeah. Did you take a lot of classes with this teacher?
I like her classes. I think they're challenging. She's a very strict teacher. I like that too.
Yeah, she looks like she's strict, really.
Yeah, she is. She is. She doesn't like to waste time. I mean, you speak or you speak or what? You don't
Uh,
speak. You're just let someone else speak.
I see.
I
So,
like that attitude.
it's going to be a pretty good opportunity to talk.
Yeah, have you been in her classes?
Well, on a couple of them.
Yeah, I like her style. It's different.
Yeah, she's like she's all about doing things, not wasting
Yeah,
time, I think.
exactly, exactly. Most of the teachers are very laid back, like they don't really care if you waste or you don't waste time during class. Sometimes they spend like 15 minutes talking about nothing, which
Well,
is good.
there is one teacher here. I will not say who, but because it will be inappropriate, I think. But maybe you know her. She's just she talks a lot. Like you just read and then she talks about what you read and trying
Mhm.
to explain it to you, and that
Yeah, I
consumes a lot
know.
of time.
Yeah, that's what I don't like. I actually talked about this to some of the teachers that at least in my personal experience, what I'm looking for when I'm taking classes is to speak and to
Well,
get feedback on what I
aren't we
say.
all?
If I just want to hear the teacher speaking, I would rather just watch the recorded classes on YouTube, and that will be more than enough. So
Well,
what
your
I
English sounds really perfect.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. So I just say like, what I want is a chance to speak, and I want feedback. If I speak and you don't say anything to me, I feel like I just talk to the wall.
okay. My apologies, everybody. I I was so excited about telling you guys about my vacation, and I said "Hasta la vista," and my hands automatically translated "Hasta la vista" to shut down my computer. My hands just went. I turned off the computer. That was not what I had intended to do. So sometimes that was my brain telling my hands something to do, and that wasn't what I wanted to do. I did not mean to disconnect myself, but I'm back now. Um, so let's see, who do we have new? Oh, there's Camilla. Hi, Camilla. I love your voice, Camilla. It's so good to see you again today. And Omar, I know I know you, Omar, but I can't really place your voice. Sawan, I believe, is new. Wow, we've got lots of new students today, or second timers, so that's good. So it's good to see you guys. Let me go ahead and get started with today's lesson. Today's lesson is rob, steal, and stole, I believe. Something like that. Those words are in the same family, and they mean taking something that doesn't belong to the person who has it. It doesn't belong to them. Rob, steal, and stole. Let me see where it is. Steal, thief, stolen, rob, thief, stole. Here we go. Rob, thief, stole. And your objective today is the hope that the learner will use the correct word when speaking conversational English. And I'm trying to go to Google Hangout. There I am there. And my work is up on the screen. There. And it didn't take. I know it didn't because I didn't see it. Take. Okay, I'll try again. There and there. I think it went that time. Good. Came down. I don't know. They trained me on how to do this. There, there it is. And that's my phone ringing, but I will not answer it. So that's your objective. And we're going to go on down to the reading. All right. We did this lesson, just not the last class, but the class before this, and the students gave me 3 words, and we incorporated those 3 words into the story. So what the story came out to be is economics, CEO. We just took it to a higher level. We won't do that today because I'm already behind the 8 ball. Behind the 8 ball is an idiom, which means I'm not where I want to be at this moment, so we're behind the 8 ball with me getting started with today's lesson. So why don't we just take a turn, everybody read, and the purpose of reading today is just to give you a frame of reference to use when you do the activity. Most of what I do, for those of you who are new or this is your second time visiting with me, mostly what I do is give you something to read. Then when you engage or embark upon the activity, you have a reference point of something that you can use with the vocabulary. You don't have to stick with this story that you're reading, but if you can't think of anything else, the majority of us will have an idea of what the words mean in relationship to this article or this story. Any questions about what I said so far? I do want to say that in one of the last classes, I think it was one David was in, it's not that I don't want to take the time to address anyone's particular questions. I can really do that only if there's 1 or 2 students in the classroom. But when we have a full class, which is the benefit of verbaling, everybody gets the benefit of participating at a level, but ultimately it is our hope that you would want to have a private session, and when you do that, you will see that your understanding of whatever it is that you are interested in, it should be propelled tremendously forward. All right, so with that said, I'm going to ask Camila to be our number 1. David will be number 2. Igor will be number 3. We will have Julio as 4. And Omar will be 5. And Siwan, are you sleepy, dear? Are you sleepy, Siwan? That's the danger of having your camera. That's the danger of having your camera on, because everybody gets to see what you see. But anyway, take another big wide yawn, and then we're going to take the camera off of you. Welcome, Siwan. All right. So, Camila, if you would read first for us. Can you read for us, Camila?
Of course. Okay. Mm,
Please.
Okay, I'll start.
Yes, please.
Sim.
Okay, wait a minute. It's Quasm. That's Quasm. And these names that I got these names off the internet. I have no idea what the origin of these names are. I just
Okay.
thought I just thought that Pat and Janet were too American. So it's Quasm and Gashman. I think that's how they would be pronounced. I'm not really sure. All right, Camilla. Quasm?
What, Quasim? The train is moving very slow today, and your conversation is distracting me. I'm trying to steal a few rings before we arrive at my home. Could you put a lid on it, please? Cashman, oh, I'm sorry about the name. Cashman gave Quasim an annoying look and murmured, "It was your idea that I come along for this boring ride into the country. The least you could do is talk with me."
Okay. Do you understand what you read? If so, please summarize it in 30 seconds, in 15 seconds. Do you understand
Ah,
what you read, Camilla?
I did.
Okay,
What is
tell me what you read. Camilla?
uh, the it's a conversation between two people. I don't know if they are husband and wife, but the first one is driving and the other one doesn't want to pay attention to the first one.
Right. And they're probably not husband and wife because Quasm and Gasman is two males. The
Oh,
two middle names.
so
and I only and I only know that because when I looked at the picture, I guess they were not girls, they were two boys. And what and what do you think this still a few winks actually mean, Camilla?
Winks.
Still a few winks. What do you think that means? Still a few winks. What do you think that means?
I I have no clue. You
Okay.
wink.
All right. Anyone? Anyone want to make a suggestion, a thought on that?
It's about sleeping.
Yes, it's about sleeping. Does he plan to sleep a very long time? Because we hear the word few, so we know it's not going to be a very long time, right?
When you say still a few weeks, it's like taking a nap.
It's like a cat nap.
Okay.
Maybe 15 minutes, maybe 10, because they will soon arrive at the place that they're heading, right?
Okay.
So put a lid on it. If he's trying to sleep and Gasman is still talking and he says, put a lid on it, what do you think he's telling him to do?
To get silent.
That's right. He's asking him to be quiet.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're going down to David. David, read for me.
Okay, Priscilla. Argument was about to ensue. "No, I did not invite you," said Quasim. As I recall, you volunteered yourself to come along, remember? It will be enough trouble once we reach our destination. You can't speak the indigenous language, and I will be doing all the interpretation. I hope when we get to the next station, you will sleep like an angel.
Okay. What does sleep like an angel mean? What is that, David?
Is sleep very deep?
Is it an idiom?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that interpretation means something to do with an angel?
Sorry, what was
Does
that?
the word interpretation have anything to do with an angel?
Interpretation? No, interpretation is different. It's like translation.
It's like what?
Something related to translation or.
Very good. It's like translations. Now, David, we worked very hard at getting rid of those ahs. Tell me
Yeah, I
what
know.
tell me what interpretation is. What is an interpretation?
Interpretation is related to translation.
It's like a translation. Very good. And the word ensue, David, what does the word ensue mean?
Encourage.
Not to encourage,
No.
but an argument was about to what? An argument was about to happen. How do we know that an argument was about to happen? Because it was about to ensue. And what was the argument going to be about? Why would they be arguing? Because he wanted to sleep. Why did you think an argument might take place, David? Did someone want to go to sleep?
It's like sometimes your voice is going. I think it's my connection. Sometimes I can't get it.
Okay. All right. Well, the questions are always the same pretty much. An argument was about to ensue, which means an argument was about to happen.
Yeah.
All right. Now we will hear from Igor. Igor, don't forget what we discussed. Your promise, your pledge.
Okay, I will not argue with you.
That's right. Igor has pledged not to argue with me. All right, Igor, read for me.
Can you scroll it down a bit? Thank you very much.
You're more than welcome.
Fine, Quasar, said Gashbin. The train is stopping now for new passengers anyway. I will not say anything. Look, Quasar, exclaimed Gashbin. That man with the brown cap and red umbrella just stole that lady's purse. Which lady? Said Quasar. The lady with the cane in the yellow pants and the top with a multitude of colors. Gashbin, we must help that lady get her stolen purse back, said Quasar. Am I still there?
Yeah, continue.
Uh,
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's not your turn. It's I want you to summarize this. Summarize what you read and tell me what passengers mean, multitude, and stolen.
Okay. Passengers mean the ones who get on the train, the people who get on the train. Stole means that something was taken that doesn't belong to somebody. Multitude means a lot, a diversity or something.
Great. Now quickly summarize that for me without any ands, excessive ands, ahs, or buts.
Okay. One of the friends witnessed. Sorry. One of the friends witnessed crime in the making. In particular. In particular.
Okay. Can I share something with the group? Igor told me earlier today that it was almost okay for him to say the odds because everybody, not just a few people, not a lot of people, but everybody in his country does those odds. He said they have to. He said they have to.
No, it's like when we need some time to think about what to say next, just natural for us to say
But you said everybody does it. Everybody
does it from time to time, not so much as I do.
You didn't put the time to time.
Okay. No, not every time, just.
All right, Igor. Summarize for me. Try not to have so many.
I will try.
Summarize for me. Start again. We're listening.
Again. One of the friends witnessed a crime in the making. In particular, a woman got her purse back, got her purse stolen, and he told his friend that they needed to report this crime to officials and to help get the stolen purse back for the woman.
Okay. How many of you think that Igor practiced since his last session with me? Not I, said the pussycat. I don't think you practiced at all, but that's okay. I will stay on you until you get it right. Julio, I skipped you because you have something more to do. And now it is C1.
Sorry, why did you skip me, teacher?
You have something more challenging to do.
Okay.
This is too easy for you. C1, could you read, please? You are here.
An official.
An official?
Yeah. An official of the station approached the screaming boys and spoke Quizim's language and asked what is the problem. Quizim said that a thief had stolen the old lady's purse. The official asked for a description of a thief. Quizim gave a description and the official said, "This is a description of the same man that robbed the station this morning."
Okay. Can you summarize that for me?
Yeah, so he said about the criminal to police.
To the police or to the official. He reported the crime to the official. That's what he did. He reported.
Yeah.
No, not yet. Say he reported.
No, he reported
the crime
to
the official. What did the official say?
He said, "In the morning, someone
robbed. This morning, someone robbed the station." This morning. Say this morning.
This morning.
Someone.
This morning, someone
robbed the station. Okay, so most likely it is the same person. Okay, we missed something because everybody has to do this. I think we get to do it this time. Let me go Control F, COMMOTION. Okay, let me find commotion. And where's my word? Find next. Okay, this word commotion. You see this word commotion, everybody? They were saying the people stopped dead in their tracks, all right? Camila, what language do you speak? Camila, what is your indigenous language?
Indigenous?
Is it Spanish? Is it Spanish?
Spanish, but we don't call indigenous language in my country.
Well, but that's okay.
Okay, Spanish.
David, Igor, what is your indigenous language? For this conversation, what is your indigenous language? Elias, what is your indigenous language for this conversation?
You're talking to me, sorry. I'm just a bit cut off.
Yes. What is it? Yes, your mother tongue. Okay, don't forget that. Igor, what is yours?
My native language is Russian, indigenous language.
Okay. Omar, what is yours?
Spanish.
Okay, Spanish. So you and Camila should be saying the same thing. Siwon, what is yours?
Korean.
And mine is English. Now, on the count of 3, I want you to get the word stop in your mind. Everybody open up your microphones. Open your microphones. Camila, open your microphone. Elias, open your microphone. On the count of 3, I want you to say stop in your language about 5 times. 1, 2, 3. Stop! Stop!
Остановись!
Stop! 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 Stop!
Stop.
Everybody should be saying stop in your language. Stop! Stop!
Остановись!
Stop! Stop! Okay.
It's a commotion!
That's a commotion, exactly. And that's when the people stopped dead in their tracks because no one understood what anyone was saying. Like, what's going on? I don't understand this noise. So that is a good way to remember. You see the symbol up here. This is help, keep, go, stop, run, jump, kaboom. All that.
Commotion is mostly about some chaos.
It's chaos, exactly. It's not necessarily speaking, but it's something chaotic and crazy, like, it happens all of a sudden. Usually it's something that happens suddenly that you don't even know what happened. So as soon as the lady's purse was robbed, kaboom, Kashim and Quazim were yelling in their native language, stop, run, stop that thief. And no one knew what they were saying. All right. That was kind of fun, wasn't it? So now you know what the word commotion means, right? Everybody should know what a commotion is. Nobody should have a problem with the word commotion.
A
From
great
this
technique to
from
remember something.
from this day forward, everybody's going to remember what commotion is. From this day forward, everyone should know what multitude is as well. All right, here we are with Julio. Did Julio get back? Nope. Where's David? Oh, my heavy hitters are gone. All right. So in this exercise, each of you will use 2 rows, which will be 6 words. You must take all of them in the same row, the same column, because I want you first to recognize what a column is. A column is something that goes from top to bottom, and you must choose 2 columns, and you will use the words to tell your story. You will tell your story in 60 seconds or less using the words. All right? So here's one column, but you can tell me where to put it. It doesn't have to be here. Okay, there's one. Copy, paste. Who would like to go first?
I might try it if you want.
And who is I? Who is this? I don't
I think-
recognize you. Igor? Okay, Igor. Which column do you want? The first column, the second column, third column, fourth, fifth, or sixth?
How many columns do I need to choose? 2
2.
or 1? 2?
2. Mhm.
Okay. Distracting and still.
Okay. Distraction and still. Okay. Here are your 2 columns. Now you will need to give me an idiom. Okay.
Idiom, still a wink.
Still a wink. All right. On the count of 3, I want you to use all the words in this column. You have to use the idiom. Still a wink. Are you ready? And try to eliminate the ahs. On the count of 3. 1,
Okay.
2, 3. 30 seconds.
So there are 2 guys. One of them was trying to steal a wing, and the other one was talking to him, and it was very distracting for the first guy. But it was boring for the second guy because he wanted to get his time to enjoy himself and just to pass the time by talking to the other guy. But at some point they saw a thief. He stole a purse from a lady, and as they saw that, they started to shout "stop" in their indigenous language, and that created quite a commotion amongst the passengers.
5 seconds.
So I didn't did it.
Okay, you almost did it, but you didn't quite finish. Okay. And who would like to go next? Who's going next? Okay, let me just give somebody. Cut. Paste. Okay. So we'll go with Omar. Is Omar here? Omar,
Yeah,
you
I'm
still
here.
Okay, you will go next.
Okay, that is difficult for me, but I'll try, okay?
Okay, Omar, do you have 2 hands?
Sorry?
Do you have 2 hands?
Yes?
Okay, could you raise your right hand, please? Raise it high. Raise your hand high so I can see it. Is it raised high? Is it high, Omar? Really high? Omar,
No.
is it raised
Sorry.
really high? Is your hand raised very high? Omar, we're
Sorry?
waiting. Is your hand raised high? Raise your hand. Raise your hand, Omar. I can see you. Raise your hand, Omar.
I
Say
A
it.
little,
know.
a little higher, Omar. Raise your hand a little higher. Okay. I want you to say, I will never.
I don't understand.
Repeat after me. I will never
I will never
say I can't.
take. Oh, sorry. So I can.
I will never
I will never
say
say
I cannot
I cannot
in the conversation class.
in the conversation class.
Okay, everybody hear him say that, right? Now, Omar, I want you to tell us a story. Which columns will you take?
Uh, conversation.
Conversation, and what else?
Um, uh, station.
And station. On the count of 3, you'll have 60 seconds to tell your story. Oh, what's your idiom, verb or phrase, or introductory phrase? Either one.
Okay. With that words, right?
Yeah, you have to use all of these words.
Okay. Hi, I invite to you to listen to me.
Are you going to listen to me? I don't know what that is, but are you going to listen to me? That's the introductory phrase, but that's okay. All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
¿Están a punto de escucharme?
Your time is going.
Okay.
You have 50 seconds.
Okay.
45 seconds. 40 seconds. 35 seconds. 30 seconds. 25 seconds. 20 seconds. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5 seconds.
Okay,
4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, who's next? Who's next? So I don't have to look back. My screen. I keep losing my screen when I look back. Yes, who's Elias? Okay, Illias. Okay. What is your idiom? What idiom do you wish to use?
Multitude.
Okay. Multitude. Okay, Okay. Okay. Which in the next row? Which one?
Boring.
Poem.
Boring.
Poem.
No, boring.
Boring. Okay. And what is your idiom?
To hide a multitude of sins.
I'm sorry, to hide.
A multitude of sins.
Oh. One should be interesting.
Of sins.
Okay. Spell the last word. Spell the last word. Spell the last word.
Sins. S-I-N-S. Plural.
All right. Now, make sure that you use all of the words, including multitude of sins. All the words here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. On the count of 3.
Mass
1,
media.
2, 3. You may begin.
Mass media always hides a multitude of sins.
Okay. Continue.
Boring? This film was boring. Or the student was bored to death.
Okay. You have 35 seconds. You need to get rid of all of these words. All of these words.
Where?
You have 25 seconds.
It's
20
boring.
seconds. Okay, I got boring.
It's boring that there are no much multitude in the cinema.
Okay.
Or it's boring that there is no much multitude in the street.
You've got conversation, distracting, invite, and commotion. Okay, but that is your 30 seconds. For,
Distracting?
for my new students who are new, it's okay. You'll get it because we do this often. Camila, have you gone? Maybe Camila's not here.
I am here.
Okay, Camila.
I want argument.
And those of you who are not sure what to do, please pay attention. Argument. Okay.
And conversation.
Conversation. And what is your idiom?
Think outside of the box.
Okay, great. All right. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Last night, I ensued an argument with my parents because they didn't like the interpretation I had of my career. In my personal understanding, I think that I think outside of the box, and I don't think they understand me. When we have different conversations, they often want me to think as the multitude, and they invite me to change my mind, but there is always an argument because I don't want to change. That's it, I think.
Did you use think outside the box?
Yes, I did. I
Okay.
said that.
Okay,
Okay.
use it again because I didn't hear it.
I said that I think outside of the box,
Okay.
and that's why my parents don't understand
I
my
got it. You sure did.
perception of
You
my
sure,
career.
you sure did. But please remember that if it's still there on the screen, you should just go ahead and say it again because it's not
Okay.
registering to me that you said it. Okay, did I get everybody? All right, I think I did. I think I got everybody.
Teacher,
And
may I ask
yes,
a question?
yes.
How do you call the horizontal parts of the card that you have there?
What do I call the what?
The
The,
horizontal parts of the table. I mean, if you
these are
have
these are rows. These are
rows.
rows, and
Okay.
these are columns. Okay.
Great. Thank you.
So did we get Siwan? Siwan,
Yeah.
did you go already?
Yeah, but
Okay. Which one are you taking? Which ones?
still and murmured.
Okay, I'm gonna do it this way. Still and murmured. Okay. And what's your idiom?
I, mm, could you recommend some?
Can someone recommend an idiom for Siwan? Give her an easy one. Let's see. When birds fly. When birds, well, birds fly. It's actually when pigs fly. When pigs fly. You know, we never see a pig fly, so the possibility of you doing something will be when pigs fly. So you'll do it. I'll do it when pigs fly.
When pigs fly.
You'll do it. And we know pigs don't fly. So that means you're not going to do it.
Something happened.
Okay. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
When I traveled to my hometown, I saw a thief. He loved old lady's purse. I
Good.
saw that when pigs fly, so I volunteered to announce that.
Okay.
Yeah. So I said to officer, uh, I saw the man stole the purse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Three more.
I oh yeah. Mm, yeah. I said volunteered. I volunteered to.
Okay, you have to. If it's still there, you should say it again. Okay.
Mm,
What else?
Um.
I tried to steal a wink of sleep, and my cousin murmured in my ear, "Wake up! Your time is going."
No, what? I
Okay.
forgot the meaning.
All right. All right. So that was that. Let's see, what else do I have? Now we're going to have a dialogue. The first dialogue is going to be between, let's see who's here. Uh, hmm. Okay, the dialogue is going to be between Igor and Ilias. I want you all to use all of the words in the box. You can talk about whatever you like. Ilias, you will be A. Igor, you'll be B.
Okay.
A should go first.
Who starts?
Ilias.
Okay. How
I guess you
about
need
this?
to ask a question.
There is no question, it's a dialogue.
Where I don't see any dialogue.
Okay, let's see. Let's see who's here. Omar. Omar, are you here, Omar?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be A, you'll be B. We're going to use all of the words in the box. Okay?
Okay.
Omar, you see the words in the box? Argument, conversation, distracting. Do you see those words?
Yeah.
Okay. Omar, this conversation is very distracting. One of the things that I don't like is boring conversations. Omar,
Um,
say something back to me. We're talking.
uh, all the people are commotion at the same time.
Yeah, but that was because there was an argument. Did you see those two people talking over there on the left?
And do you have the interpretation of that they say?
What do you mean interpretation? They were only talking. They were having a conversation.
Okay. Could you invite me to the conversation?
You don't want to be in that conversation. Besides, they were in front of the station talking about what was stolen.
Uh, maybe if your destination stolen
Yeah,
in
yeah, well, the destination was something that I volunteered to do. I'll never do that again because too many people, a multitude of people had gathered around.
uh, maybe they murmured your words.
You know, you might be right. And they murmured because they were all indigenous, which meant that they were all from different places. I think one of them is a thief.
Uh, maybe we'll ensure some better.
Maybe so, but if they don't rob us blind before they steal everything. Okay, got it, guys? Now we will
Now I see
have,
what you wanted.
now we have Igor and Ilyas. You must use all the words in the box. Okay?
Do you
Ready?
find this story boring?
I'm sorry?
Do you find this story boring, Igor?
What do you mean? What did you say? I didn't understand.
Well,
About the
find a word in the box to ask him. Don't waste your voice.
about the thief who robbed the station.
Sorry, I just can't understand it. I don't know what he
Okay.
said.
Okay, well, I find it distracting that he's speaking so low. Go. Talk to me.
We need to make some conversation. Speak a little bit louder.
Good. He said you could make your conversation a little more louder. Maybe because there's too much of a commotion, you can't hear. How about that? Maybe there's too much of a commotion. Igor.
Yes. Stop murmuring. I need to to really hear you speaking. I just
Yes.
invited to a good conversation.
Yeah, I think he's just murmuring. Keep going. You can jump back in at any time.
If you don't speak plainly, an argument is about to ensue between us.
You can jump in anytime. We're at the station.
Do you know that there are a lot of things get stolen on the stations?
Really? I thought it was full of volunteers.
Well, there are a lot of volunteers there, but some thieves often steal a lot of money from anybody who is who don't speak an indigenous language.
With a multitude of people around, I can't believe that an argument or thieves would ensue upon such a task.
Why not? It's an easy destination. They just come up to the people who can't interpret them, who don't understand them, and just rob them blind.
Well, that makes sense. Okay, that was a struggle. Okay. Okay. What I want you all to know is that I try to keep it exciting, interesting, and never the same thing twice. I just think of things off the top of my head. So what the goal was for two people to get into the conversation, look at the vocabulary words that was there, pay attention to what the recipient of your input was saying, and then you improvise with something else.
Well,
All
I
right.
like it style. It makes me think. Really makes me think.
Okay, Igor, not only does it make you think, if that's Igor that's speaking, not only does it make you think, what it does, it gives your brain permission to say to your native tongue, I'm trying to do something important here. Please let me do this. So
May
that's
I ask a question if there is time?
Mm-hmm.
When I just speak, I don't use a lot of R.
Right. Exactly. And that's why I time you. That's why I ask you to repeat it again. And it's repetition, repetition, repetition. And once, if you trust this process, once you have the words coming out of your mouth instantaneously, I'm going to teach you how to get the right word out in the
I know, but you know, when I just speak, I already know what I'm going to say next. Then I don't but what I wanted to say that in my language, when we need some time to put things together, we just produce this R.
Okay.
When I'm thinking about the story, I need to summarize all of the things I'm going to say next. That's why this R occurs.
Yeah, but your language is no different than any other language. We all do that. We all do that. It's only when we want to change that we can still say ah. That is why they have a period at the end of a sentence. They have commas in between sentences so that you can collect your thoughts. As I'm speaking now, that's almost like a period. Because when I want you to know something, I will begin to tell you that which I want you to know. Now, if I don't want you to know something, I will tell you that this is not important, and I'm not thinking about I'm just not saying it, but I'm pausing. That is what a good conversationalist does. It does not fill the conversation with ahs. And it makes it very difficult if you have someone translating or interpreting what you're saying, because I'm not really sure if I want to hear those ahs in that interpretation. Anyway, guys, we are at the top of the hour. Please give me your final words. Camilla, may I have the final words from you, please?
Well, I found that this class was really challenging, but I really liked it.
Okay, so that sounds to me that you want a challenge, Camilla. You
I
only
like challenges.
you,
I like
yeah, you only grow when you are stretched. So I try to stretch you. Igor, final words.
Well, I want to thank you for this great opportunity to speak. You really make my brain work, and I really like it about your lessons. And
Okay.
that's a pity for me that you are going on vacation, but everyone needs a vacation now and then, so have a good time.
Thank you. And Omar, final words?
I only say thanks for that class. That was hard for me, but I
Omar, raise your hand. Raise your hand. Is it high? I will never
I will never.
say something is too hard
Something is too hard
in the Verbaling class.
in Berlin class.
Okay, great. You all heard him say that. All right.
Okay.
And anything else, Omar?
No, thanks for the class.
Okay. And Siwan, final words.
Yeah, I need more practice for speaking.
Okay. Siwan, raise your right hand. That's right. I will take
I will take
every opportunity
every opportunity
to speak in class
to speak in class
that I get. Yes! Good job, everybody. I've got a class following this one, and then one more at 10 and 11 p.m. tonight. After that is vacation. Bon voyage. Hasta la vista, baby. And au revoir. I'll learn some more. Bye, guys. Bye, Camilla. Bye, Igor. Bye, Omar. Bye, Siwan.
I'll see you in the next class.
Bye-bye. Okay.